Hey everyone, this is your girl SC Bookout 843, Patrice Grumble, and it is a Sunday night. And I told y'all it was going to be a special night because I had the chance to read two audiobooks. Well, so you can't read an audiobook, you can only listen to an audiobook. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. It was such a pleasure of reading these books. Okay, you guys, I And I feel so special because she reached out to me and said, hey, you want to listen to my new audiobook? So I was like, sure, send them on over. Okay. I'm sitting at work and I'm behind my desk and I put him on a little audiobook and I had two books, you guys. One is called I Need a Christmas Angel, which is the most beautiful, cutest little love story I've ever listened to. And then the next one is called Holiday Love. So I'm going to bring up author Raquel Tolson. Come on up, sweetheart.
Hello there. Happy holidays.
Same to you, same to you. And you brought the holiday with these books, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
You did that.
Yeah.
So, first, before we go any further, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, quick, I am a pharmacist I work as a pharmacist, but I'm a writer, right? That's what it is. I'm a writer that works as a pharmacist for my day job. Um, I also am a financial educator. I live in Orlando, Florida right now, but I'm 95%, I'm headed to Virginia Beach area.
Okay.
95%. Yeah. But I have a home in LA. But I feel like at this time of my life, I just turned 55, that I want to be a free spirit and kind of go wherever. As long as I got an ocean, I'm cool. So I I know people are like, she crazy. But
Because
I get
I'm
inspired at the ocean. I get inspired at the ocean, so I need to live at the water so I can write more.
okay. But you know, you're going from warm to cold, right?
Well, so in Florida, I have bad allergies and it's too much.
Mm,
And then I'm in Orlando, so we don't have an ocean to help clear the air for me. So all these trees,
right.
I don't know if you can hear it. I even have allergy induced asthma now. I have to use an inhaler.
Oh
Like,
my
I need to hurry up and get up out of here.
God.
I've been here for 2 years. Well, it's 2 years soon. I need to get out soon. Help. Help me. Help
Oh,
me.
so that means you need your snow boots, you
It
need your
don't,
heavy
it
coat.
don't really snow that much in Virginia Beach, though. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, so I know snow.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you used to it. But see,
I'm used to it. Yeah.
I'm in Charleston, South Carolina,
Okay.
and I called myself going to Ohio early this year.
Uh-huh.
That Ohio was disrespectful to me in my South Carolina winter coat. So that was like we gonna show you what we got. And I was like,
Right.
I went I went for the conference to my hotel room. I ain't going out there. Y'all crazy. It's cold.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. When I go home to
so
St. Louis, the weather is just disrespectful. It's disrespectful.
but but you're used to it, right?
Eh, I didn't like it when I was growing up in it. That's why I left. Yeah.
Okay.
Too cold.
So
Hmm.
I need a Christmas angel.
Hmm.
You have to first tell me, how did you get the idea for this book?
Oh, that's such a good story. Actually it's two things. So I wrote a song, a Christmas song called I Need just Christmas Angel is the song. But it's like I need a Christmas angel, right? And it's a sad Christmas song. Like what would the lonely do for Christmas? It's a sad one. Because when I wrote this, the person that I was kind of in love with, even though we didn't like date, but we kind of hung out and we were like cool, he got married. And I was like, I was like, that's my soulmate. He didn't know that. I mean, I think he knew. I think he knew. And the chemistry with us was like crazy, right? But we were just friends. And so I thought about that whole I wrote the song I Need a Christmas Angel to, bring me a love, because the one I thought anyway. So that's part of it, right? But then I listened to, because I wrote the book in 2020. So Kelly Clarkson came out, I think it was maybe right before that, came out with her Christmas Wrapped in Red. I love that song. So that song is how I kind of got how I knew how the ending kind of would be because of that
Um,
song. So I'm a music girl. So I listen to songs and I will come up with story ideas based on the song or like pieces of stories so I can put it all together. So whenever I write a book, I have a playlist.
ooh, so do you ever put your playlist inside your book?
I don't. I don't. I probably should do that.
That I've seen authors they're using playlists now because a lot there are a good bit of authors that say they listen to music and then inspires like certain parts of the book and like publicity they would put out this playlist. I actually went and listened to one playlist. I shouldn't have listened to that playlist because that book was naughty and the playlist was even naughtier.
Uh huh.
Okay, so
Okay.
I think that is neat. So the characters,
Hmm.
Kelly and I want to say Gabe. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes.
Kelly and Gabe.
Hmm.
So Gabe kind of broke the bro code because you know how
Oh.
you because some guys be like, I don't want you trying to holler at my little sister. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to holler at anybody in my family.
Right.
And he
Well,
did.
but like they're 30, and if you listen to it, he did not break the bro code when they were younger.
No, he
They've been
didn't.
around each other for a long time because that was his
A
best
lot.
friend's sister. They've been there for a long time, and he did not break the bro code.
And that's the thing I was trying. Like they both had secretly like each other, but he did not. So I was like, how do you get up the strength to say, hey man, I've been loving your sister for as long as you know. Like, how do you do that?
Well, he did not do that. He didn't do that.
No, he didn't do it in that sense.
Did not do
But
that.
it was like the fact that he was like, look, I love her.
Yeah.
And um how did you make that happen with all the characters and the closeness of the relationships and not have that friction issue that a lot of books would have?
Well, because first of all, it's a Christmas. I was about to say movie. It's a Christmas story, right? And I don't know if you watch Hallmark movies. It's not a whole lot of drama. It's a little drama, but not a whole lot of drama. It's not like this Christmas kind of drama. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't trying to write a this Christmas type story. I was trying to do a sweet Hallmark type. So it couldn't be that kind of drama in it, first of all, right? But I think that
Right.
as we get older, we have to like these rules about love, we need to throw them out the window because especially in our community, we don't have enough love. That's why we don't have enough marriages. We don't have enough love. And one of the issues is because we like, oh, I can't talk to this person because that's so and so brother that I can't talk to because they dated when they was in third grade. And that's like we have to, this is ridiculous. We need to be trying to push people together. If my sisters, I hope they're gonna listen to this. My sisters should be hooking me up. They should be like, oh, my sisters. Even though one of my sisters she did try, it just didn't work out. But
Gotcha.
they should be like, oh, my little sister needs a date. Like let me introduce her to as many people as possible. And y'all hear me, as many people as possible. Don't be just trying to introduce me to one person and thinking that's the person for me. That might be the person that you want for me, but that might not be the person. So introduce me to a lot of people. There are no rules. Now, I will say I don't want nobody. I don't want my sister's exes. I don't want none of their ex boyfriends. Now, if it's somebody they liked when they was in third grade, but they got my sister got somebody now, so you can introduce me to him because I don't want your baby daddy or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want even though I remember it was a movie they did that, but I wouldn't do it. But I just feel like we need to stop all these different rules. And if you got friends or family members that would be great together, why not put them together? Why not introduce them? Why not make it so they always together, so they can discover each other.
Oh, she said discover each other. Okay. Okay. I see
Yeah,
where you're coming from. I see
yeah.
because we do have a lot of stipulations in the black community. What was I looking at on TV? I was looking at Love and Hip Hop, the new season, and one of the characters was mad because somebody she dated 10 years ago. Notice I said 10 years was now dating somebody else on the show. Boo, 10 years? Really?
You
Like
ain't
that
want
man
him.
don't even know your address anymore. I'm gonna need you to cut it out.
Cut it out, people. Like really, we do need to. Now, if we friends, then yeah, it's somebody I would say I'm gonna talk to you. Be like, hey, you know what? I met so and so. He said y'all used to date. Really? Cause now I'm finna. I want the tea about him. Well, what was wrong with him? What did you like about? What was good about him? Oh well, he seems. Like we need to
Mhm.
get back to the point where we like introducing people to other people.
And
And
I,
not
I
and not
think
be because I think people don't because they like, oh, but what if it don't work out? That's not your business.
that's not.
That's not your business.
It's not. And then the thing about it is, and I see this in my son because I have a 22-year-old. They don't know how to date. They don't know how to introduce themselves to each other. They literally slip in the DMs and be like, "Hey, so you want to go out?" Not like calling, not like somebody told me I need to communicate more. But, it's communication is a lost thing, and I'm working on it. I'm gonna be the first one to say I need to work on it. But communication when it comes down to meeting and starting a relationship, or just not even a relationship between a man and woman, just relationships in general, people don't have those characteristics nowadays. So you did that in this book. So
Mhm.
let's talk about the characters.
Okay.
Oh, my Kelly. Y'all, Kelly done gone through so much. And to lose her, I'm not going to tell y'all all of the book, but I'm going to give y'all little snippets.
Mhm.
To lose her job before Christmas, that first hurt me. Like, wow, you know, why? Why she just couldn't lose her puppy? Why she
Oh
had to lose her
no, not a puppy.
life?
That's worse. A puppy is worse. I'd rather lose a job than a puppy. Come on.
The job.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, so here's the thing though. Um, and I don't want to give a lot of it away either, but we talking about it. Hopefully you'll still go and listen to the book. Um, Sometimes we're in places where we shouldn't be. And I'm gonna speak for myself right now. I am down here in Orlando because of a job that I don't even really like. It pays me well. I didn't have a job when I was in LA. So I was like, well, let me go and do this job for a little while. It was just supposed to be for temporary, and then I was supposed to go back to LA. But I stayed because they hired me on, and now it's 2 years, gonna be 2 years in January, and I'm still
Okay.
here on this job. And if I was young, I probably would stay here. And I'm miserable. I can't breathe, and I don't like the job. We sometimes get stuck in ruts because we think we're supposed to have a job. Oh, well, I got a job. They paying me, and I'm miserable. I I'm not telling people to quit their jobs. Yes, but I'm not telling people to quit their jobs. But I am saying that sometimes God wants you to go move on, and so because He know you're not gonna quit, He gotta make them quit for you, and you gotta go because it's time for you to move on.
So in other words, you gotta like step out on faith and see what God has out there for you.
And like I said, and if we don't do that, I'm doing that in June. I'm quitting my job and moving to Virginia and see. I'm 95% sure that I'm moving to Virginia, but to see what else is out there for me. But some of us won't move, and so God has to say, "Oh, you're not gonna move, huh? You gonna be? Let me just help my child out, fools and babies. Mm-hmm. You job done. No more job. Now what?
Make you uncomfortable.
Yep.
Make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Understand it. So now we have Gabe. Now, ladies, Gabe is what you want. You know,
Ooh.
I know I told y'all that last night about the last book I read, but Gabe is a man that you want. A single father taking care of a daughter. First of all, God bless his soul because
Mhm.
I got a 9-year old. I love my kids, but that 9-year old, Lord Jesus, be his strength. But Gabe was a single father to a 9-year old
No, she was
to
baby. She was 4.
four, four,
Four.
four. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm,
4.
I'm putting my baby in the book.
4. Mhm.
But the mother, how do you do that to your baby on Christmas? But you know what? We ain't going to say nothing about her. Her role in the book is over and done with. But what is the inspiration for Gabe?
So that's so funny. I just make so when I write my books, I definitely write guys who I would want to be with, right? Um, I think that you have men out here who are married to people for one reason or another because they got pregnant or because they look a certain way and you think that's the kind of person you're supposed to have. And they're really not good wife material or good mom material. And then you marry somebody who definitely not good mother material and don't want to be a mom. She probably gonna leave if the life is now revolved around this baby. Cause she like, what? I
Right,
didn't even really want this, and now our whole life got to be a revolve around this child. Nah, no thanks. Right.
right,
So I think that when I write books, I want people to enjoy them for the entertainment. But there's some things I'm trying to get people to listen to, to like some little nuggets that I'm trying to, show people. And, sometimes we don't need to, we marry the wrong people. Sometimes, and his was the same thing. He was with that woman, and the woman left him because he
right,
wasn't gonna leave her. Come on, what man who loves his child? Most men who really love their children and they like, about the way they don't usually leave.
they
But
usually try to stick through,
yeah,
and you can tell he did that.
hmm,
But I think she really pushed them. What she did to I'm gonna call her little mama, Michaela,
Kayla. Hmm.
was wrong, and that had really hurt me. But then here comes Kelly, doesn't even know her role and how she played this role, all because I don't want to say too much, y'all,
Yeah,
but
it's
just
hard to really talk about it, right? Everybody's telling
I'm
all
gonna
the whole
just
story. But here's
I
the thing:
think
they both needed each other. They needed each other.
yes. So I'm gonna say this to you guys, to the readers. We always wonder what this character and this character, how they're both going through issues and how they solve it together.
Mhm.
When you read this book or listen to this book, you're going to find out who, what, where, and how their both of their issues kind of like solve each other issues, like yin and yang. If you guys get what I'm saying, they the problems that they're going through is what's going to pull them together.
Mhm.
And this little girl is the angel. That's a vital part. Silent. and not silent as if she's not talking much, but silent as she doesn't even know how much of an importance she is to this love.
So
And
it's so funny that you say that about her calling her angel. So when I was talking about I need a Christmas angel, Kelly is
mhm,
like, and I'm just gonna share this part with y'all because I just think it's so awesome. She's watching one of my favorite Christmas movies that I watch every year, Preacher's Wife. And she like, ooh, I need an angel like that to come and, fix my life, basically. Because that's what the angel did. He came and fixed their life, right? So
right,
she's looking for a Christmas angel. Now, Gabe is called Gabriel, right? Michaela is basically like the Michael angel, right? But Gabe lost his mom, and his mom was Kelly's mom's best friend. And Kelly mom,
mhm,
BB, she still talks to Gabe's mom when she gets in her kitchen where they would normally talk. She still talks to her like she's there, right? And I don't know if anybody like know really about energy, but that's you know people are not crazy when they do that because they feel that energy of that loved one and they just talk to them. And we don't, that person, that energy may be there because, energy never dies. So the people that we have lost, they're not dead. They're still energy and they can be around us when we need it. When you feel them, they're probably there. But she still talks to him. So that is another angel that could have helped put it together. So I just, that's why when I need a Christmas angel in my head, in my movie, we gonna see the angel too, and the mom who passed away. But all of them really could be considered angels because they all did, they all did their part.
they they all can.
Yeah.
Yep, because what happens is, y'all,
Hmm.
I ain't gonna tell you. No, I'm not. But I'm gonna tell you there's a follow-up book that's called Holiday Love. So remember we were just talking about BB? So if you're listening to us, you can tell BB is kind of up there in A. Now BB, let's just say BB. I don't want to say it like that,
You can get her
but
groove
to me
back.
it's like still getting the groove back type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
But
Need
not
to get
in
it.
a not in a promiscuous way. Okay, me and her were talking off camera, so let's say lifetime movie way.
Right.
But BB is 12 years older than Richard, right?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
So now y'all see we're coming at, right? And we were talking, and I want to ask her this. How important was the age difference between BB, or you could say Barbara, her real name is Barbara, but
Yeah,
we
but
call her
BB,
BB.
but BB is fun. I
And
like BB, right? Yeah.
yeah. So how important was the age difference between BB and Richard?
So the reason why I think being a decade younger than somebody or older than somebody is huge because I mean a decade is a big deal. Like what they know about 70s music, you know what I'm saying? What they know about that, right? What they know about that. What even 80s music, like what you know about that? You was like a little bitty kid. You ain't grooving the Prince. What are you talking about right now? But
You didn't know nothing about that music.
and then what older people say, you don't know nothing about that right there. You don't know nothing.
There
But
you go.
but but as we get older, especially women, it's harder to date younger people because as we get older, there are things that we can't do anymore. A man can be with a younger woman and still give her kids. We cannot.
Yes.
We cannot. So, because I look very young. Most people will look at me, they will not see 55 when they look at me. So I can get a man that's 15 to 12 years my, but what I'm gonna do for what you know what I'm saying? So it makes it difficult if they don't have any kids. How I would feel horrible because I have a son and that is my world, right? So what? How can I like be like I want to marry you? And I think about Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore. They were so happy, right? Until he was ready to
Yeah,
have a baby,
and she couldn't do that.
and she couldn't do that.
So now y'all see what it's heading, right?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about Richard.
Oh, so when you talk about how Gabe is the Richard is my kind of man, right? Richard is my kind of man. Um, he's just so Richard is a part of their life because he was actually the softball coach of her daughter when her daughter was in school, right? And so he
Right.
knows her, but she was married when her daughter was in school, she was married. So, all he and then he was young. You think about her daughter was in school probably like 12, 15 years before. So he was even younger, right? So they weren't really looking at each other like that back when he was in their life like that. Yeah.
Right. And now we
Well,
have BB.
thank you. Hmm.
And, and BB, my friend. BB, my friend. BB is that cool auntie, you guys.
Hmm.
That auntie, you know your place with her, but you can talk to her about anything, and you know you're going to get some great advice.
Hmm.
But you want to see her happy so bad. Like in this book, you're like, you got this, you got this, you got this. And even when she's running, you got this, come back. So tell us a little bit about
Yeah, and so I think BB is probably like a lot of people 55 plus, and I use me 55. My sister is 60, and she's a widow, and so it kind of like BB was widow. So I kind of pulled on all that, but it's hard to like at this age to trust that somebody actually would want to be with you when they could be, especially a good looking man in his 40s. He could have young women, it's like, why would he even want somebody our age that. So that's hard, something to get. But and then when you think, you lock. Well, she for BB, she had a husband, had her kids. She's a grandma. She's enjoying life. She like, I don't need it. I've been in love. I don't need that no more. A lot of people they be like, oh, we don't need that. I'm old. I'm good. I'm what we say, I'm set my ways. I don't want to be
BB.
doing, that's how we are. I'm like, maybe it's just me. I don't know. And some of the people I know, my friends, we like, oh, we just happy, we good, we go on our girls trip, we do it. But deep down inside, honestly, and I'm gonna speak for me, I'm not gonna speak for my other people. We want somebody.
Yep.
We don't want to grow old by ourselves. We don't want to have to just be sitting at our kids' house being grandma. We want to be out. We want them to, we want our kids to call us and ask us if we can babysit and be like, oh, I got plans. We say, don't say that. Like we want
No,
that. We don't want to be there for our kids all the time.
she wants that second chance at a, how I say, I call it the new birth or the rebirth. You
Yeah.
know, you've already, she've already had love. She's already had the
Mhm.
kids, like you said. She's a grandma. Deep
Yeah.
down inside, she wants that
Well,
second chance at it. She
mhm.
doesn't want to become what we call the old maid.
Mhm. Yeah.
But you got this age difference and him running for her, but she running like, why are you running, mama?
And I love like, and it's like I would act like I didn't write it, but when I write stories, the characters kind of write the stories for me. And Richard's character was he wanted her. He wanted her from book one. I Need a Christmas Angel. He wanted her. He wanted her. You know,
Yeah.
and I love that. So whenever I write books a piece of it be a little bit of, my story a little bit, right? I had a young guy that used to like me, and I was like, oh my God, you are too young. Stop it. Right. And it was
So, did you ask, isn't it time is it past your bedtime?
like, is that milk on your tongue? Oh my God. But not that young, but still, it was, excuse me. Yeah. So I think that it's good because it's probably a lot of women out there. It's probably a lot of women in their 50s out there that, or even in their 40s, there's some young guys are checking them out. That's checking for them. And they should give them a chance. Give 'em a
So,
chance.
give him a chance.
Give 'em-
So, if you wanted to give him a chance, why you had BB running?
Because that's what we do. We
Yes,
look.
you do.
So
You
Earth, Wind, and
do.
Fire has a song. You can't run from love. Or ain't that the song? Yeah, it's we run from it. Maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I think a lot of people run from love. It's just what they do, and you know
I
that's so
just wanted
BB
to,
has to be like. I want people to see themselves in my books when they read them and listen to
and you can because your characters are very much relatable. Okay, because there are a lot of women between the ages of 50 and 60 that are dating again,
them.
and they might find that one young one that has some common sense after they don't meet half of the little cubs. But
Hmm.
I just wanted to shake BB and like, do you not see what's in front of you? Turn around.
Oh
You know,
my.
I like one time I just paused the book and I'm like, what, I'm sick of her. I am sick of her. I was telling Richard,
For that
you can
long to figure it
pause.
out? Are
I,
you talking about in the beginning of the book or are you talking about in the end of the book?
at the end of the book, like I was
Oh.
getting so sick and tired of her. Like, stop having this man run after you. He is there. And he tells her, he said, I am in love with you. I am going to marry you. And then she falls all to pieces. You better know he wanted to marry you. Now you want to fall to pieces. I wanted to fight her
But
in this book.
okay, so let me just share something with you.
Okay, I'm ready.
So some people they're gonna be like, Jake's gonna give away all the doggone book. But let me tell you, so I wrote I Need a Christmas Angel in 2020 and I wrote Holiday Love in 2023. People like, why is it taking this so long for the second book? Because everybody knew the second book was coming. But it's Richard's mom's character that made the book put a halt on the book. Cause I couldn't figure out how she could be who she, you know how she was in the book. And I was trying to get in that character. I was trying to get in the character. It was hard for me to get into her character. But
Yeah.
baby, my son got married last year.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, so he got engaged and they were so then I was able to get into character. I was able to hear the character because
Oh,
because I was thinking, why would somebody not love somebody like BB? She's awesome, right? It doesn't matter how awesome a person is because your baby is your baby, right? Even if they 40 or whatever, that's your baby and you want everything for that baby, right? You
of
want
course.
you want that baby to experience all the good that God has, right? Now,
Right.
so I couldn't really get into her character until my son was like talking about getting married. And I was like, oh, wait. Oh, okay, wait a minute. And you know what I'm saying? And I love my daughter-in-law. But it's
Mhm.
something that, it's just like, is it the right person? Is she gonna be the perfect? You start kind of losing it a little bit. So it took me a while so I could get into character because Hazel. baby, she was something, right? She was something. She was something.
Mm, I'm gonna leave her
But
alone because see,
but you had to. But you can like be looking at her sideways. But if you got a son, baby,
you would be
you kind of feel Hazel.
you would be Hazel. You
You
would
could
be
be Hazel.
Hazel if you had a son
Yeah,
and the one who was that much older. You would be Hazel because you'd be like, you sure that's you sure this one? Like,
like this
she gonna be gone before you leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to take it down a couple of nights. But she was just being a mother, and she was,
she was just
in so many terms, protecting her son.
yeah.
And I kind of feel that when it comes down to mothers and sons and marriages, we are hard.
Yes.
We are hard.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
fathers are with their daughters in marriages. You know, they. I've heard this saying that your son's first love is going to be just like you. Ooh,
I don't know about
ooh. Ooh, because I hope not, because that's scary. Okay.
that's funny. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah.
That's scary.
But my
So
son,
now,
he tried to say, "Oh, mom," he's like, he always tries to show that how much alike we are. But
oh,
we're both Libras, so we do have a lot of similarities because we're both Libras. So
okay. Well, again, congratulations to your son. And so now my understanding is there is going to be a book three.
yes, ma'am. So you already knew because you was gonna ask me. So ask me what you was gonna ask me about the people in book three. Um,
Ah, dang, I forgot my question.
He's like, because you said you was gonna ask me something about it. You say you had it down that you was gonna ask me something.
Oh my goodness. I can't even remember. It
Don't
was
worry
about
about
the
it. Yeah, but so the book three, I already have the title, Kisses. Kwanzaa Kisses. And it's gonna take place right after Holiday Love because remember they got married. Oh,
got married.
I
Oh,
wasn't supposed to say
I'm
that though.
sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But
Anyway,
listen,
but it will be Kwanzaa, right? And so they're gonna stay where they were and celebrate Kwanzaa all together. And but in this book, we're gonna go back a little bit to so we won't start right there. We're gonna go back a little bit and we'll hit some of the stuff that was in Holiday Love, the scenes where they were together. We can see what happened with them,
right.
and then it'll end with the Kwanzaa. So Jeff,
So, which
because Jeff character from the first book, he was a character, and I loved his character, and a lot of people love Jeff's character. So I have to do Jeff's story.
please be nice to Jeff. Please,
He's a,
please.
well, so but you know the kind of person he is, right?
I
'Cause,
know what.
yeah, so I gotta, we gotta people. His friends know him, so we gotta show a piece of that, right? But
Yeah,
he's gonna mature. He's gonna mature.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, can we give him a little bit of grace? Just a
Well, I
little.
mean, well, he's gonna get a lot of grace if he's in the story. Cause I write true romances. It's gonna always have a happy ending. So he's gonna
Okay,
get this happy ending. So
okay, that's good. That's good.
yeah, he's gonna
And
get.
you guys, we're not even gonna ask when the next book is coming out because she's a writer. She writes when she's ready. But you know what? I'm
It's
gonna tell you. When I read these books, I would have never thought the first book came out in 2020 because it reads like a current read,
yeah. Well,
and
and
that
then
was
the thing is the characters have to give me their story, and if a character is not, and it could be like I said, if I'm just not tuned in enough because I can't get with something, I have to go do my research. And life just has to happen because I will tell anybody any story that I write is usually God has put it in my heart to write it. It's not that I just, you know, puts it like, oh, I'm gonna write a story about this. It has to have it's something that I saw, something that happened to me, and I'm like, oh, that could be a story. Huh, that could be a story. Or a song I listen to, and I keep because Kelly Clarkson's CD. I actually have some more Chris. I have some more Christmas movie see movies. I keep saying that. Some more Christmas stories from her CD, and I got one from one of Luther Vandross's song that I've got to do, and I just have to wait for the characters to really give me more of their story.
Well,
So
we'll be waiting for them to finish talking to you because these books, I'm telling you guys, the best thing about these books is I received the audiobooks, okay? A lot of people to get audiobooks, these audiobooks are like 8, 9 hours long. And if you're going on a road trip, a lot of people don't go that far. Some people just go maybe an hour or two, possibly three, maybe another state over. This is the best book for you. It covers everything. It'll leave you, and you can tell that there's going to be another book with the characters,
mhm,
some other characters, but the main characters in that story, they come to a conclusion.
mhm.
Okay. And that conclusion leads on to the next characters to be like, okay, so hold up. They left something simmering. So the next book got to be about these ones right here. And that's how it goes. You
Mhm.
did an excellent job.
Thank you.
Kudos to you.
Thank
So
you.
before we leave, you're going to have to tell us how we can follow you, social media. And I heard that you're going to be doing a giveaway. You could tell them about the giveaway.
Well,
But go
I
ahead.
don't know how you're gonna do it, but I am gonna give the ebook, the Kindle book, both I Need a Christmas Angel and Holiday Love to one of your listeners. I so however you want to decide how you want to give it to her, I will, definitely bless somebody with that. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram. I believe it's all under Raquel Tolson. Facebook may just be Raquel. Instagram is Raquel Tolson, my first and last name. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on TikTok. Why it's still TikTok? Raquel Tolson. Raquel Tolson on LinkedIn. I have a website, tolsonbooks.com, where you can kind of look at some of the books, but all the books are on um, Amazon, and both of those are on Audible. I do have my Wired Church Folk Pours on Audible too. So yeah, I have that one there. And yeah, I think that's all the places you can find me.
So, you guys, I just got it. We're going to do this real simple. We're going to do this real easy.
Mhm.
Right after this podcast, I'm going to go on my Facebook page and I'm going to put it on my Facebook page, which is Patrice Grimble. I will tag Miss Tolson in. I will also put it on our network, which is Aspiring Authors Magazine and the Divas of the Airways. And I'm going to put this question. I'm going to write the question answer down because it's in my head and it's simple, but you have to have been listening to get the answer. So
Mhm.
I'm writing down the answer, and it's going to be posted by before 9. Okay. All of those who get the answer correct, I'm going to do a spinning wheel. Somebody is going to win those ebooks. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And I
yeah,
just
I'm
ask that
telling
whoever
you.
wins for please review the books after you listen, read them, review them. And if, for those who like Audible, go to Audible. The books aren't that much because they're novellas; they're short, so they aren't that much. You can just buy them. I think it's a good read. I'm trying to get a lot of people to go and read them and review them because I am working on finding people to or a person, somebody to bankroll these movies.
Well, I'm going to
So
be posting
all three of them. Yeah,
I'm going to be posting my review on Wednesday. And
yeah.
y'all know how I do my review. They go on Facebook, they have the cute little insert, and then I have them on TikTok, and then I put them on our blog. So we're going to be all over with mine. So Wednesday, you're going to see both of them, okay? But remember, 9 o'clock. It might be posted as soon as we get off. So it's up to you if you want to try to win this book. Okay? Thank you, Miss Tolson, for being for us tonight. And look how long. Y'all know this book has to be good because I usually only do 30 minutes. I'm up to 47 minutes now.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all know I don't normally do that, so that should tell you something.
Well, it's
Go
two books to
grab.
be fair. We did two books.
Yeah, we did do two books.
Yeah.
But you that good. So stop. You guys, great being with you guys on this Sunday night. I will see you Saturday, 8 p.m. here. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you, Miss Tolson, for being with us.
Thank you.
Guys, have a good week. Bye.